Hey guys, Will here, doing a Marvel Legends action figure review. This is Iron Man from the Avengers Infinity War wave. And it's wave 1 of the Infinity War figures, so... Yep, we're going to jump right in. We've got a lot to talk about, so we'll just get right to it. So first things first, we're going to look at the box. It's a box. I know you guys like these box things, and I'm growing on the whole packaging thing, but I've never really been that bothered. So it says Iron Man down here, and the Avengers Infinity War. It says Legends at the top there, and a Build-A-Figure. On the side you have that product shot of Iron Man, and I'm liking the colours. The box really pops. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then on the back, you can sort of, see this posed Iron Man, and the other figures from the wave. Just note that you don't actually get a Build-A-Figure piece with Iron Man. So, that might be another thing that puts you off buying the figure. I just thought it was worth mentioning. Now, we'll quickly talk about what you get. So you get 2 of these Repulsor Blast thingies, which are a nice colour. They match up with the blue on the actual figure, but we get no sort of icing effects on them now. They're just like straight teal, whereas if I show you one that came with an Iron Man before, it's got that nice effect there. That's cool. But yeah, and you get these 2 fist hands. There's no paint on the inside, as you can see. But we'll let them off for that. And there's gold on the outside, so can't complain too much. And then you get the hands, which for the first time ever are sculpted so they can't actually move. They've got a peg there, but the peg doesn't move anyway. You put it on the figure, and it's only going to have one pose, and that's with his hand out like this. So yeah, and that's what you get with him. Like I said, you get no Build-A-Figure piece, so that could put a few people off, I guess, but still worth mentioning. The accessories, I think. Right, so I have a lot to say about this figure, because I didn't want it, really. When I saw that it was released, I watched a couple of reviews on it. I wasn't really bothered, and then I saw it in a shop, and I was kind of like, oh, it's sort of cool. And then I ended up buying it, and I'm so glad I did. Like, if you haven't, right, if you're planning to, you collect Marvel Legends, and you're thinking of buying this figure, but you're like, no, I already have a lot of cinematic Iron Mans, you should probably rethink that, because, am I right in saying this is the most articulated cinematic Iron Man we've got so far? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but, you'll see that when we get to the articulation, but I just thought I'd say first, I underestimated this figure. I didn't think it was going to be, too epic, and it turns out, it's worth picking up, especially if you've got some cinematic legends and you want to display them. I literally think this is the best Iron Man you can get for articulation. Right, so, going over Iron Man's articulation then, the head can look all the way up, which is pretty nifty, and it can look down as well, it's all the way around. You could probably pop this off and put a Robert Downey Jr. head on, by the way. That's definitely an option, if you have one. Go to the shoulders, so do you remember before, I do have an Iron Man on hand to compare it to, so we'll do that soon, but yeah, you get full rotation of that ball joint there. You get your bicep swivel, obviously you can see. You get a double jointed elbow, that's pretty cool. And then you've got the ab crunch. Oh, by the way, I just want to quickly say as well, this is nothing to do with articulation, but a lot of people have this figure, and they're not happy because there's a lot of marbling in the figure. There's not too much on mine. There's a tiny little bit on the chest, but that's it. So I guess I got lucky and got a really good one. Anyway, so the legs they kick out pretty damn far, and they kick out back as well, just not a lot. And they go quite far out, they spread a lot further than the old Ironman figure. Obviously there was problems with that. Double jointed knee works pretty cool. The whole, how they've arranged this, it's a lot better than the old one. And then he has the ankle pivot, and it goes up and down, you know, as you can see. So, you know, it's, like I said, a lot more articulated, you know, a lot more poses. Like I said about this hand, it only stays in that position. And there is one other thing as well. You can't get him, basically, if I put both his arms out like that, you can imagine, you can get the arm pretty straight, but as you can see, you're not going to get him to be able to repulsor blast straight forward, which was a little bit of a drawback for me. I was a little bit annoyed with that, but hey, you know, they do some good things with these figures and bad things. It's just the way it is. Right, so here's comparing it to the Civil War Iron Man. God damn it, he fell over. Yeah, I've got to get better at this. I've been doing it for a long time. But yeah, so comparing it to this one. Now, I prefer the red and the gold on this one. I prefer the general aesthetic of the Mark 46. And obviously, you have the added boon of these repulsor blast hands. They do hinge, but you do get a better range of motion with them ones on the new figure. Oh, and you could totally swap the hands out as well. It doesn't look great, you know, but it works. So, you know, that's worth pointing out. So if you wanted to, I don't know, swap hands, I'll show you quick. Yeah, let's do that. So I take this hand out here, and I'll take this hand. I actually didn't plan on this, so that now I think it's going to take up time, but you know, you've seen how it goes in there like that. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, there's a definite, obviously you can see there's a completely different colour there, but it works if you wanted to do it. You know, you can use them hands. It's just, I don't see the point really. The other ones work fine. And obviously, you know, then your other Iron Man ain't going to be able to repulsor blast either. So I just thought I'd show you that anyway, because I know a lot of people probably didn't consider that. But you know, it is how it is. So, like I was saying, I prefer, I don't know, it's just, this one's a bit brighter and a bloodier colour. It's probably not, but it feels like, if I just put that, yeah, I have. What the hell? Look at that. I started filming this video, and I put the wrong hand on him. Or did I just do that now? And did he start with the right hand? I'm not sure. One second. Yeah, this is already taking up quite a lot of time. But we're nearly done. So, yeah, like, you could clearly tell, looking at them both like this, that, you know, the colours on this one are a lot darker. I don't know, it's probably not right, but I just feel like this one was made a little bit cheaper to this one. But then this one, the articulation's terrible. I've reviewed this figure so you can go, oh, it's not terrible, but it's not great compared to this one now. I have this one. It's like you can't get his legs out any more than that. He can't kick forward any more than that. Not back at all. He's got a pretty good ab punch, but then it's like these shoulder pads get in the way, so you can't really get him in any dynamic poses, really. Whereas this one, because you can move those legs, is just utilised so much better. And I think the heads move the same amount, to be fair. But, yeah, I just thought it was worth saying. Quick poll before I go into posability. which one's your favourite? Do you prefer this new sort of look, more streamlined, or did you like the Civil War one? Like I said, I prefer this one aesthetically. It looks a lot better, but that sort of gets cancelled out because this one looks sick when you can get them in some really good poses, which I'm going to show you now anyway. Alright, so vanilla pose. Yeah, the most standard pose I can show you pretty quick. He's literally just stood there with his fisticuffs. Like I said, these do hinge, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, vanilla pose. Here's him with one repulsor blast, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's him in his double repulsor blast mode, repulsor blast, so rocking both of them there. Play around with this, you can get him in some pretty cool poses. Yeah, try that out. Yeah, this is funny. Little old Iron Man in the back, like, see you later guys, no need for me anymore. That's not strictly true. You still look really good. Oh, and then lastly, here's Iron Man in a flying pose with those other repulsor blasts in the background. And you can make this work. It doesn't look amazing because they're different colours, but you know, it's pretty awesome, I think, that you can get them in these sort of dynamic poses. This is what I wanted from Iron Man figures, do you know, when I first started collecting, just so I could do this. If you're wondering about the base I'm using, by the way, it's a Revoltech base made for 4-inch figures, so do not use it, or go look for one, because I should be using this really. Although it, apart from the black thing, that just makes it stand out, you can clearly see he's on a stand. It's not bad, is it? You still get him in some cool dynamic poses. Okay guys, well, that's me done for today anyway. I do have some more Marvel Legends, not from the same wave, although I do want that Taskmaster. Yeah. But I do have some other Marvel Legends I'd like to review at some point, because I got a bunch of stuff while I was away from YouTube, and I would like to show you that. Got some Black Series, stuff like that, so stick around, and I'll be uploading some more videos soon. And yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Bye.